Attention, attention. Girl boss era is dead. We have rested her. We have rested her. Thank you. Applause, applause. Yes, I know. We buried her. We buried her. Because you know what girl boss is? In my opinion, a girl boss is a woman who is dressing up in a man suit, trying to prove herself to the world instead of being what a woman is, which is a vessel for reception. And in this day and age, if you want a business that feels like your sugar daddy, that feels like you're the trad wife, that lets you literally just be spoiled, you have to build an anti-girl boss business. All right? And what is an anti-girl boss business? An anti-girl boss business doesn't mean that you are going to be working overtime burnout hours for the same result. Number one. If you want to get ahead in life, this is what I would call an anti-girl boss business model. You build something up with a system that will take some masculine energy at the start. So for instance, what did I build that literally allows me to make money while I clean, while I go to yoga, while I hang out, while I play guitar, while I, just bask in my feminine chaos, and hang out with my family? I made a digital product, okay? And what that digital product was it was an element of my story. It was a transformation I had been through. It was very specifically how I made $30K a month doing feet pics on Twitter. That was my first one. My second digital product that I sell now is how to build a personal brand that pays you while you sleep. That's what I teach now because I think it's the highest and best path I could teach women. Feed pics made women 3.6 million, but I think I could make women 36 million with this if we do it right. Now, I built a course on how I got to the result of 30K a month on feed pics, and how I taught people that was how to create a bratty Regina George brand on Twitter. Now, if you've done literally anything, like how I went from burnt out masculine to feminine, but maybe you could make it more niche, right? Because yeah, a lot of people are doing that. So what's your edge, right? Like how I went from burnt out masculine to more in my feminine and healed my relationship with my husband, how to heal my 20-year relationship with my husband. And you could make a page about that, like about your values and your beliefs and your opinions. And these people with these difficulties will find you. And what you can do, even say that you actually would like to do one-to-one work. Say that you're someone who gets a lot of joy out of really working from people. You could make $10,000 a month if you charge people if you charge 5 people $2,000 a month to work one-to-one with you, all right? Now, this won't be infinitely scalable, but I still would find this is a very feminine business model where it's like you can post about what you love, and then you can nurture your clients one-on-one, and it's really sweet, and it's cute, and it's fun. And there are people who would absolutely pay for that, all right? And it's probably not gonna be your friends. A lot of people, the biggest thing I see is a lot of people worry if they're pricing something or they're selling something. They're like, is sales scammy? I don't wanna be scammy. Here's the truth, sales is helping people. If you genuinely have a heart to help people and you create a product, whether it's passive or your time to help people, you have a vessel for value. All right. And value is what brings money. Having something of value will always bring money, and you deserve to be paid for that. Because imagine, what is the return on investment of Stacy, who's had like a completely dead marriage for a year, and she feels so sad, and she's so in her masculine, and she's just like exhausted, and she just misses her husband. She misses when they were in love. Like, I'm getting goosebumps. Like, what if you're coaching because you got that result, so you can help other people that way? What if your coaching helped her fall in love with her husband again, and it completely changed her relationship and her emotional state and her well-being? That's worth $2,000. And some people will argue against that, but those won't be your clients. The clients who will literally not care about a price tag are the ones who are so ready to make change, who so easily see the value in you because you see the value in you, right? And if you wanted to go in a different direction, right? If you wanted to say, okay, well, and this is how I started, I would like to maybe just make something that's a course because I don't want to give my time, right? You could make a smaller video course. You could even make a community where you go live, like mass group coaching, and you talk to these women who are all in difficult relationships. And not only do you build this beautiful community, but you solve a problem, and you solve it at a mass scale, and you have a membership with like, maybe it's like $67 a month, and you get like, 30 girls in there. That's not that much money, but like it's something, right? Now, the way that I made 2.5 million though is I built my very strategic systems. All right. And you need a masculine frame in order to hold your feminine chaos. Your masculine frame will be your digital product, your store, and your following. And your following, you will have to grow. But guess how you get to grow it? You grow it with your feminine. You grow it with your creation. You grow it by making fun videos that inspire you. And yeah, well, you have to get over like your fear of posting. Absolutely. You grow it by doing that. And your videos that you make, and what I love to teach and what I teach in my program is called intuition posting. Where I don't believe in always fully planning out and scripting out videos. I do it sometimes, but my most intuitional posts always hit the most, in my personal opinion. Sometimes, but my intuition posts, like I get an idea and I immediately express it. And a lot of people are blocked because their judgments and their critics and their inner artist is broken. But I'm going off topic. You post your videos and then people, because you set up a product that fulfills itself, you put a price tag on it and you built your store, will go to the link in your bio and buy it. While you're sleeping, while you're cooking, while you're hanging out. And over time, if you build a big enough following, yes, babe, there are multiple 6 figures there for you, even 7 figures there for you, because there's 2 billion people on the internet. And if you can figure out a solution to a problem, a client or a person, a past version of you, and say, what did this person need, right? What did this person need? What did younger me need? What type of program could I make? What type of community? What type of mentorship? What type of even like hypnosis, video, audio file? I've seen women make 50 grand in a month off of a love spell because they grew their brand really wide, right? No, 50 grand in a day. So if you know, girl boss era is dead, right? Let's get back to that. And if you want to experience a life where a business serves you, you will have to put that masculine upfront frame. Because actually the most feminine women are balanced feminine women, in my opinion. The hyper feminine women are the women who feel like chaos and constantly feel like they're drifting away like an anchor at sea. And the women who are super masculine can never relax, can never be taken care of, are very like hyper vigilant. But I think this is the best business model because it's like you have this safe container, this masculine frame, and it allows you to be feminine and it allows you to receive, because like you cannot work for 3 days or not post for 3 days and a past post, or even just post one story, like one image on your story, and you can get a sale that day. Or you can get a sale while not doing anything and just doing energy work. Like this is why this business model, I think, is the only way to really, really be a girl boss without losing your femininity. Because that's what happened to me in this business when I had the business, but I wasn't resting into it. I didn't trust it. I didn't allow it to serve me. I constantly was chasing to prove and hustle and burn out. And the more tired I am, like I have to work so hard. I have to earn this. Feminine energy doesn't earn shoot. Okay. Have you ever seen a girl, like, you ever seen a woman walk into a room and she's so beautiful and like you can just tell that she's very in her feminine energy because you just want to be around her. You just want to be around her. Like I even have really, really like, I would say that I'm more feminine now, but when I was hyper masculine, I had very feminine friends that I wanted to take care of because I was more hyper masculine. So it was like, I'll pay for things, like no worries, like I'll do all the direction. Like feminine energy is to be served. And if you can tap into that within yourself and create a business model that allows reception like that without proving, you can literally make ridiculous amounts of money and still feel like a girl and feel like you don't have to burn yourself out and exhaust yourself from your business. That's my kind of little episode for you today, my little tea for you today. Stop trying to pick up all its clothes. And in the beginning, like I said, you will have to figure out the product. You will have to post sometimes. You will have to set up the landing page. I help with all those things as well. And you will have to start posting. And if you have 0 followers, it'll be a little bit of a chug in the beginning. Over time, a compounding effect happens where you have to work, like give it a year or two. You will have to work 10th to a 15th of the amount of time for the rest of your life once you build a following and a good product that can be sold forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Like ever and ever and ever and ever. It never can't not be sold again. It's an asset. And your following can be remonetized over and over and over and over again. You build an empire and the empire serves you. But you can't build an empire with just wee ha la 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 la. You need that structure. So be willing to be balanced as a woman and in business. And the more you can balance that in yourself, the more you can be willing to do hard things and rest and have that mix in yourself, the more you can have a business as well and be able to turn the masculine on when you need to and then play with the feminine when you need to and relax and just let yourself receive. You're not here to prove anything. You deserve to be wealthy because you just exist. And a lot of people, and we're not talking about people in third world countries, okay? If you're in a first world country, with the amount of opportunity there is, you don't have to be any certain way to deserve massive wealth. You have to simply say, I deserve it. And then you can actually move toward it. And this is my favorite model to do that. So if you're a woman with a skill, a story, a passion, a transformation, who feels creative or a little ADHD or multi-passionate and like wants to figure out a way that she could let her ADHD multi-passion like expand and actually build her an empire, content creation is the best avenue for ADHD women, in my opinion. And building a digital product is the best avenue, the most accessible avenue for women that I've ever seen, because it allows passive sales. It's the lowest overhead. It's the highest profit margin, and it's infinitely scalable. You do one really good post in a day, you could make 20 grand in a day. You know, like it's phenomenal. And once you have clients who bought from you, that you've served, that love you, that would buy from you again, you can also keep reselling them. It's phenomenal. Anyway, chat soon. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, leave a little comment, a little heart so I feel you, and follow my Instagram and my TikTok because I post daily on there. Bye.